Good morning. Today is Sunday the 12th. You'll notice that my backpack is on my back and his is not. And here's our campsite. Actually, up camped over there right behind me. You can kind of see where it's dryish looking. It did not rain, but the leaves just packed down. And then you see over here where his pole is sticking up, center of the screen right there. Just behind that, and yes, right next to his tent, there's a yellow jacket nest in the ground. So thankfully, we were able to avoid them and kind of walk around that area. We didn't notice it until after the tents were set up, but they didn't bother us, so we're very grateful. My tent was actually where I'm standing. You can't really see it. This is a stealth site, a real stealth site, meaning you can't see it from the trail. Just happened to go off trail and start walking and found a flat area and found this area. So it's not really a campground. Found water down in a valley down over there. It's really shallow. It was flowing well, coming straight out of the ground as spring, but it was very shallow, kind of difficult to get out, but it just took a lot of trips and half bags. Anyhow, it's about 60 degrees out, cool but comfortable. Didn't get very cold last night. We're about halfway up this mountain out of the Knock to go up to Chioa Bald. We're going to see how far we can get today.
Been walking for almost 2 hours now. Guess a little over 2 hours. Making it up to the top of another mountain, but trail has been steep, but actually it hasn't been too bad. It's not rock or root that we're used to. It's just a steep incline of dirt. A few roots and such here and there, but it's kind of pretty through here, so kind of nice. The weather's nice, beautiful blue sunny sky. Not too warm again, although it feels like it's going to get warm this afternoon, so we'll see. But I'm going to make it up to the top here. Have a little break, and then there's a shelter down the other side a little ways. We're going to go to that shelter and maybe eat a granola bar and refill our water bottles. So, all right, let's go. All right, we made it to the shelter and just stopped by. We actually didn't come down to the shelter. We stayed up there on the ridge to eat our granola bars and stuff. I just ran down here to get some water out of the water filter. But anyway, yeah, it's a pretty nice shelter actually. It's got 2 levels, nice and clean benches to sit on and cook on and such. So yeah, one of the nicest shelters we've seen in a while. Plenty of places to hang your things and that. So, but yeah, I'm just gonna go down here and see if I can find some water down here in this little stream. All right, we made it to the top of another mountain. We climbed up out of the NOC and took all day almost just to get back up the other side. So we are on top of Chioa Bald. And that ridge right over there is the one we came down yesterday. But, yep, gorgeous spot today. Might talk kindling and setting up our tents and just staying right here for the evening.
No.
Alright, she says no. Let's go on. Okay, we made it to Locust Cove Gap. It's about 2:30 in the afternoon, and our water bottles are getting a little low, so I'm going to head down this way and see if I can find the trail. Supposedly there's a spring-fed water source here, a pipe spring, so we're going to go down and see if we can find more water. Kendall's left me her bottle and she's continuing on up the trail, so I'm going to head down here, get water, and then catch back up with her again. So alright, let's go down and see if we can find some water. Alright, I found the water. It's a little stream flowing down there. It's a little bit farther down than I was hoping, but good little stream, cold water coming right out of the side of the hills. got filled back up and back on the AT and see if we can catch up the Kindles. Successful trip. All right, let's go. All right, finally caught up to Kindle and got her water bottle back, and took me a while to get caught up to her. She's running down the trail, and but once caught up to her, and we're back together and heading down into the valley a little bit, and then we gotta go up another pretty big hill and then down to the shelter. So we're still on track to make it to our goal today, which is a shelter. How far is it, Kendall? About 3.3
to the shelter from here.
3.3 miles from here, and it is 3:45, so doing pretty good. So, but looks like we got a pretty steep down right here, so I'm gonna go ahead and put the camera up and watch where I'm going. All right, let's head over to the shelter. All right, y'all, still on trail today. It's about 10 minutes to 6, and we're heading up second section of the trail called Jacob's Ladder. Yeah, kind of one of them fun names. But anyway, we just went through Fontana Gap, and the cool thing was Kendall found some trail magic down there. One of the local churches left some Ziploc bags with granola bars and treats and snacks in them, so grabbed some of those and headed back up into the trail. Also on the trail, we just passed one of our first through hikers that's doing the southbound end of a flip-flop hike. He started in Rockfish Gap or Waynesboro and is now finishing up on this southern section heading south. So his name was No Bad Days. So it was nice chatting with him. He gave us some pointers about the trail coming up for us, places to stay and things. And yeah, it was nice talking with him. Good seeing another through hiker too. We haven't seen many of those. Only one, that woods that we stayed with at the shelter just past the Georgia-North Carolina border. So anyway, going uphill. Got about another mile to go. Luckily the hill doesn't go the whole mile, but it's a steep one, so we're gonna get up there. There's a shelter, but No Bad said there's some people already at the shelter with a tent set up in it, so we may just go ahead and bypass the shelter and look for a campsite a little bit beyond it. So all right, let's go find ourselves a place to camp.
Good morning. It is Monday, September 13th. We are at, it's a shelter spot, meaning that it isn't labeled or have a special name. It's just a flat area in the woods with a fire pit already. Down there is water. That's one of the reasons we picked this spot. But it is, like I said, September the 13th, probably about 60 degrees out. It's comfortable. He got up in his t-shirt already, although he's a little chilly. Packed up, and a little bit windy. Sun's coming up over here. This is the little side trail to the trail. We're going to be going up that way. We got about 11 miles to do today, and then we're going to be getting into the Fontana Dam, and we're going to be staying at the lodge. That's our last resupply place, our last place to get cleaned up, laundry, before going into the Smokies. So that's our goal for the day. We'll see how soon we can get there.
Alright, you go. We made it down to another gap. We think it's called Yellow Creek Gap. Just a little road crossing here. Not a major road, but it's down. But again, it's got that nasty 3-letter word of gap, because that means we have to come down to the road and head up that one. So anyway, it's a beautiful day today. Blue sky, sunny, breezy. Not really hot today. A little warm, but not too bad. And just enjoying the day and the trail. So, alright, let's go across and head up the hill. Okay, we've been making our way along the ridge and heading along the south rim of the Fontana Dam, and pretty soon we'll be heading down to it. Got about another 3 miles to go before we get down there, but it's been a pretty good day so far. Trail has been up and down quite a bit, but going up right now obviously, but it hasn't really been all that bad. And we just stopped for a little break, eating the last little bit of our food. We had some nuts and seeds left over and some little fruit snacks and such. So didn't eat too much because we're hoping that they have some food down at the dam. There's a marina down there, and they have a little store and such. So they don't have much, but hopefully they'll have a little bit of snacks and stuff down there. So. And then we'll get into the lodge. They'll come pick us up from the marina, take us to the lodge, be able to do some laundry and things like that. So anyway, about 3 hours before we get down there, and it's 1 o'clock now, so, or 3. Alright, we made it down to the Fontana Dam, and looking at the marina store, sitting relaxed with snacks and food. That's where we're headed, so come on, let's go down, get something to eat. Made it down to the lake. Nice little spot. So walking out on the marina. The store is actually out on the end of the dock. It's kind of cool. But yeah, pretty nice. And where we came from up there. Alright, well, we met a couple of hikers. They were just doing a small section hike while we were at the knock, and he said, oh, we got extra food because we didn't go as far as we thought we were going to, so so we're going to go ahead and leave it for you, and take what you want and leave the rest. So they did. They left it. There's Upward and Kindle on the box, so we're going to tear it open and see what they left us.
It's a huge box. Not what we were expecting at all.
It's like a Christmas present.
We don't even know their names. It's just somebody we saw.
Yikes.
Oh my goodness. Okay, well, we're going to dig through this and we'll get back to you.
we're at the resort, and we're heading down to a little gas station. They have a general store here, but the store is closed on Monday and Tuesday, and it just happens to be Monday. So we're heading down to a little gas station. Apparently they have some resupply food stuff as well. So
most of everything we needed was in the box. There's just a few odd things that we still need, like granola bars and, you know, Dr. Pepper for tonight, that kind of stuff.
There you go. So yeah, it's a nice place. They got tennis courts. There's the ridge where we were at, where we came down today.
Basketball and volleyball.
Yep. Beach volleyball court. Playground for the children. Kind of a neat place, actually. Alright, y'all, we're going to go ahead and wrap it up for the day. We're here at the Fontana Dam Lodge, and I'm actually down near the general store in laundromat waiting for our laundry to be done while I'm working on these videos. So yeah, we had a good day. 11.2 miles today down to the dam, and we are getting ready to head up into the Smoky Mountains. So hopefully we'll be able to see that. A lot of bear activity. In fact, I got an email from them today saying one of the first campgrounds that we come to is under a warning for bear. Still open, they haven't closed it yet, but they just said to keep your eye out for them. So a lot of bear activity in the Smoky Mountains this year, so we'll see how that goes. But anyway, we're going to go ahead and call it a night, and glad you could be with us today, and hope you guys have a good night, and we'll see you in Smoky Mountain National Park tomorrow morning. Alright, have a good night.